how you can start to make the most out of photography or photography, is that a word?
Photographing.
Photographing. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome to the latest episode of Makeup Mastering. Today we have a very special guest. I'm joined with photographer Dan Molloy. He's one of my most favourite photographers to work with. His work is renowned internationally. He's a beauty, fashion and advertising photographer. His work has been featured in over 50 magazine covers, which is absolutely incredible. So I've been able to convince him to come in today to share with you guys some of his tips and tricks on how he's able to capture some incredible beauty and particularly for you guys, makeup shots. So Dan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I just thought for those that are joining us now that maybe haven't heard of you yet, could you maybe share a little bit about your background, like how long you've been in photography for, and what is it about beauty and in particular fashion photography that you love? So
I've been a photographer since I was a teenager. I've been doing it my whole adult life basically. I've always loved doing fashion and fashion and beauty photography, especially because you can be really creative. The briefs are really random, so you might get a super crazy brief one day, or you might get something that's really elegant and soft. So the jobs are always different. So I'm always sort of stretched to my creative abilities and ideas, all these different ideas that people have that want me to try and capture for them, which is I love, because no job's ever the same. So that's why I love doing it. Well, in your case, like the makeup stuff side of it, I love doing that kind of work because there's just so many different styles of makeup. Especially when we're doing beauty photography and you've just got all these different types of makeup and styles, and I'm always kind of blown away what makeup artists can do, and whether it's something simple or something like totally crazy, which you would probably never wear that makeup in the street or anywhere, but like in front of camera and you get a beautiful shot and it looks awesome. Yeah. So a huge amount of variety. Variety. Yeah. That's the word. Yeah. For a lot of people that may be watching this right now, they're either aspiring makeup artists or they currently are in the industry themselves. And I know with my students, a big question that I get all the time is, how can I take a better photo of my work? A lot of the girls, I think they do incredible work, whether it be on themselves or a client, and they get all excited and they want to be able to show it off to the world, deservedly, but it just somehow doesn't get reflected as well as what it looks in real life on their camera or their iPhone. So could you maybe give us a couple of tips on what the girls and guys can start doing to capture their work to really kind of make to enhance it as much as possible? So what are some of the tricks that you would use photography wise to really capture the best angle and lighting and all that kind of stuff, particularly for makeup? Yeah, so with photographing your work, especially on the majority of the makeup artists out there are using their phones to photograph their work or photograph a client after before and after kind of thing. Yes. But the best, I would say, the best thing to think about, the most important thing to think about is the lighting. You need really good lighting so that you can obviously see what's happening, see all the detail, but yeah, you need really good lighting and you also need a good angle. So like photographing, never photograph underneath the chin. Photographing straight on, like bang, sort of straight on, like eye to eye, so that you're at the same eye level. That's always good. But then sometimes even a little bit higher up is good as well. And getting the model to look down so you can see the eye makeup as well is always good. And always try and get a little bit of variation with side on, so you might get get a bit of glow happening and whatnot. But yeah, it's really important to think about lighting and also what's happening in the background. So if there's busy in the background, it's going to be really distractive. Like this. Busy. Background's important. So just plain background's really good. Natural light. So maybe you could give us a few more tips about. So just going back to the lighting. Yeah. So how could somebody, let's say, I mean, obviously it would be great if everybody had a studio set up with professional lighting, it would make our jobs a lot easier. But maybe for those that don't have a professional light, whether it be a ring light or what I recommend for my students, which is called the makeup light, if they don't have some kind of professional lighting, what are some kind of tricks or hacks that they can use at home, whether it be using maybe lamps or anything like that? What could they use to really capture the best of their makeup?
My favourite thing to do with when I'm using my phone and taking, either if I'm taking selfies of myself or like taking photos of friends, people, clients, whatever. Natural light, soft natural light, not under. Don't photograph anything in sunlight. Use soft natural light in a doorway is always good, because it's so hard for me to explain, but if you're in a doorway, the door frame and there's the outside light is outside, and if you're standing in the doorway, it's really dark around you, and so the light is really soft on the face. So it kind of focuses and directs the light
on the subject that you're trying to.
It's hard to explain, but try it.
Yeah.
Take a selfie in a doorway one day.
Tip number 1: selfie in a doorway.
Take a selfie in a doorway, and you'll understand what happens with the light.
So maybe a little bit more about lighting. Is there some way that people should be mindful of where they should be facing? Like, is it okay if they take a photo with the natural light coming out from the side, or should they be facing it? How should they kind of
face the natural light? Yeah, you need to face the natural light so that it's all nice and soft on the face. If you've got too much light happening behind you, what's going to happen is it's going to the light's going to spill over the from behind, and it's going to and it will actually change colours as well, like the colours of the makeup. It might sort of make something look a bit not quite right.
Maybe cast a shadow.
Okay,
so just to start to recap, so we'll try and get some soft filtered light, so maybe having somebody standing near a window where the natural light is starting to come through, but it's not like the direct sunlight on their face, so they're standing outside looking at the sun.
Yes.
Try, if possible, to have the client in some form of a doorway, so it creates more of a focused effect, I suppose, on the face, so it really kind of lights their face and it's not as distracting on the background, and have a clear, plain, simple background.
Yes.
And then the other thing that I think you mentioned was the angle, so anything below the chin can be a little unflattering.
Bad. Up the nostrils, you don't want to see that.
Nobody wants to see that.
You don't want to see that.
So we want to angle it from the, so kind of direct eye to eye level.
Try and go eye level, so eye to eye.
Yeah.
So try and be at that level.
So for those of our viewers that are maybe taking their photos with their phone, is there a difference between the back and the front camera?
Yes, so the front camera has got really bad quality,
okay.
So you need to use the back camera.
Yeah, so maybe if they kind of use the back camera looking at themselves in a mirror or something, so they can see what they're looking like.
Yeah, if they're taking a photo of themselves, I mean, the front when you're taking a selfie and you're looking at yourself in the camera, it's okay, but it's not the best.
Yeah.
And the quality isn't. The quality is a bit yucky.
And I think for these days, particularly with the images that we see on Instagram and Facebook, everybody's starting to get used to really high quality.
Yes.
So back camera, guys, remember to use the back camera. It's going to make a big difference.
And another little tip too is if you're photographing models who are like who are gorgeous and probably take tons of selfies of themselves, is actually give them your phone and get them to take selfies of themselves, because they're used to taking photos of themselves.
Yeah, so they know
their angles, they know their lighting.
Yeah.
Especially if you go through their Instagram and you're like, shit, this girl's got really good selfies. Okay. Just be like, here's my phone, please take photos of yourself with my makeup. Simple. Great tip. Because they know. Yeah. So that's a really, really good tip.
That one. Excellent. Okay, so that's some really, really good tips. What about once you've taken the photo, do you have any apps that you would recommend that the girls can do a little bit of editing? And what's your take on that? Is there, are you a fan of editing? If so, what kind of things would you do and wouldn't you do if you're editing your photos using your phone?
Yeah, so I'm not a massive fan of using apps to edit photos, especially with makeup. There's a fine line, like you can really, it's quite easy to overdo it. And what I see a lot of makeup artists do, especially ones that are starting out, and the biggest mistake they make is they use too much blur.
Yes.
And it looks like they're trying to fix mistakes. So that's a big no-no. Like if I see photos like that on especially on makeup artists' thing. I want to see that they're a decent makeup artist. I don't want to see anything that's been way too over airbrushed with some of those apps.
So they're nearly doing themselves a disservice
if
you over-edit, and particularly from a work perspective, you as a photographer, if you're looking to hire a makeup artist.
It looks like they're trying to hide something.
Yeah, okay, that would be a warning sign for you to steer clear.
And that might not be their intention at all. They might just that just might be a filter that they thought looked great. But it's in reality for me as a photographer, I'm like, oh, they're trying to hide something that looks and and there's So I with editing photos, makeup ones in particular, just tweak brightness and darkness. I think is all you need, and also blemishes, if there's any blemishes on the skin. So a good app for that is Facetune, but please don't change the face shape.
You can change the face shape?
Yes, Facetune you can change the face shape.
Wow.
There are some, and you can get really over the top.
Yeah, okay, so keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
And minimal when it comes
don't
to
overcook it. Don't overcook it.
Okay.
And,
I think that's really helpful. So another thing that I wanted to chat to you about as well, and it's another big question that I get with my students, is about, because I talk a lot about building your A team in the industry, and I find that when you start to collaborate with other creatives, it makes everybody's life easier because we all start to refer work to one another. So for you as a photographer, what is it that you look for in a makeup artist? So maybe give us your top three, kind of things that you love when deciding to work with a makeup artist. Like, what is it that kind of makes you think, I really like that person, I'm going to get them back again and refer them on to clients? And maybe your top three not so great things that you love.
Pet peeves.
So what's your three pet peeves and your three pet loves about working with
pet peeves
artists?
first, because I know exactly what they are. So pet peeves, it's really important when we're on set for the makeup artist. I don't want to see a makeup artist on their phone while we're shooting. I mean, that just goes with any profession. I guess you shouldn't be on your phone when you're at work, basically. So that's the first one. That's a no-brainer. Don't do that. The second pet peeve is when if a makeup artist is talking too much when I'm shooting. So when I've got my camera up in my eye and I'm looking through the viewfinder and I'm shooting a model or a subject, and if the makeup artist is talking too much, it's very distracting. I'm trying to concentrate, I'm trying to be creative, I'm trying to...
Only distracting for not only yourself but the model.
Also, and also sometimes makeup artists can get a little bit carried away and sort of offer suggestions on how the model should pose or where they should be standing, or what maybe this might look better. That's really quite annoying. It can be just a bit distracting, because imagine if you're like painting someone's face and you've got someone whispering in your ear on how you should do their makeup.
Maybe just blend a little bit more.
Just exactly as confused,
So understand where that creative line is, where your role
I don't mind
start and finish. But would you say there's an exception to that rule if the makeup artist had hired you as a photographer specifically to shoot their makeup work?
Absolutely. Totally. They can tell me what they want. They can tell me what they think is going to work. Like, they can offer me suggestions. I don't mind a few suggestions here and there, but like my pet peeve is when I'm shooting. I'm in the zone and I've got the model in front of me and I've got the camera up to my eye and I'm shooting. And then I have someone say something. It's like, oh, hey, hang on, wait. My creative thought's just gone. I was in the middle of something.
Okay, so we've got not makeup artists not being on their phone. So your pet peeve is makeup artists being on your phone, being on their phone. Being too talkative on set, so knowing when to talk and when not to. So when you're shooting and in the zone, just having them respectful and being mindful, I suppose, that that's you working now. So not even chit chatter in the background with the stylist or distracting the model, or just kind of giving that space. What would be your third pet peeve?
Third one would be don't stand too close, because I need space to move, especially move back. If you're standing, people standing too close in my space, it can be a bit sort of off-putting and a bit distracting. And that, so I would just say that, just sort of keep a nice distance. So it's always good to sort of, as a makeup artist, to be semi-close to the photographer, so you can see if there's some makeup that needs touching up. And if you're standing right behind me, that's always a good space, but just keep a good distance, because I might want to scoot backwards.
So just what if we flip it around the other way? Now, what are some of the things that you love when you've worked with somebody? Maybe it'd be for the first time, and you're like, okay, wow, this is I really like this person, I love that they've done X, Y, Z. So what are the things that makeup artists can do right when they're on set with you that would encourage you to want to refer clients to work with them again, or even yourself?
Yeah, great. So the one thing I love about good makeup artists is obviously I hire them or refer them because I think that their makeup work is great, but ones that I love working with like on a regular basis are the ones that can actually interact with the other people, with the rest of the team really well, especially when because they're the ones that meet the model first. Yeah. So they might, most of the times they might meet the model before I do. Yeah. They maybe even show up to the shoot before I get there. So if they've got a really awesome personality and they can like gel around with the model and get the model, you know, in a good mood, or if they're maybe the model might be a little bit nervous, if it's their first time, they can have a bit of a chat, a bit of banter with the model just to get them loosened up and, you know, get them hyped up about you know, being on the shoot.
So you kind of see that as a bit of a time-saving thing. So if you know the models can relax the models, so that way you can just kind of get there, get your job done effectively, because by that stage the model's relaxed.
Yeah, they're in a good mood because the makeup artist has put them in a good mood. You know.
What about their actual kind of attentiveness on set? So I know one of the things that you said was a pet peeve is they've been on their phone. So how could they kind of flip that around? What would you like? Where would you like their attention to?
Yeah, being really attentive to the makeup is important because I'm not a makeup artist and I kind of know what good makeup looks like. And I'm only looking through a tiny little viewfinder on my camera, so I can't always tell if there's something that needs to be touched up. And if there's a makeup artist who's going, oh, I need to fix such and such, I'll be like, oh, okay, well I didn't even notice that, but I'm glad you did because I would never have picked it up. Yeah. So yes, a makeup artist to be attentive is really important, and if they can go in and touch something up, it means I don't have to retouch it and fix it up later.
Actually, so that's a really good point. So I've got a follow-on question for that. So when it comes to retouching, I think a lot of people coming up through the industry, they might some might be a little bit lazy, or just maybe not necessarily lazy, but unaware of the time involved. Yeah. Because I think people say it so flippantly, I'll just retouch that, or we can edit that out.
Photographers hate it when people say that.
So what would be some of the key things that are very painful to retouch afterwards? So maybe, you know, if it's just a blemish here and there and they weren't able to cover it properly with concealer.
Blemishes are fine. I mean, you can only do your best to cover a blemish on a model's face. It's, you know, it is what it is. But the big thing that is really time consuming is lip line. The lip line is really important to get that right. And because if it's uneven, I've got to try and fix that up, which is really time consuming. And also wings with a winged eyeliner. Like sometimes you just be really careful not to make it look too chunky, or you know, rough. You know, really. I mean, I know it's really tricky to do that as a makeup artist. It's tricky, but you know, really.
That goes a long way. Brownie points wise, you can get a good,
clean
line with the wing and ring again.
So I don't have to like touch it up. And what else is another one with the retouching?
What about flyaways with hair and things like that? Yeah. Is that kind of painful too?
Flyaway hairs are painful to remove and really quite time consuming. So yeah, just watch that, especially around, like if you've got something in a tight pony, just get a ton of hairspray and just slick it all down to get those flyaways away. But then there might be times where we might be just going with a messy look and a messy hair, and flyaways, it is what it is, we're leaving it because that's part of the look, so that's not a biggie. But yeah, just be mindful of those little things. Yeah, flyaways are a big one actually, because they're time consuming. And never say to a photographer, oh, you can just retouch that later on. Fix your makeup. Fix your makeup.
Okay. Absolutely. And it's what they've been hired for.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I think some people do underestimate that. So it is actually a very, very valid point. Okay, so for the things that you love, it's being attentive on set, being mindful of actually doing good makeup. What else did we say? What was one of the other positives? Warming up the model, making sure the model feels comfortable and secure. Anything else in particular that you really enjoy, or you've got a makeup artist and you're working well together? What's some of the things that you really like where you go, okay, cool, I like that person, I appreciate them. What is some of the things that they've done well?
Yeah, look, it just comes back down to professionalism and personality, right? Someone who's professional, you know, it's just really easy to work with, but having a good personality and like being really friendly and warm and having fun, being someone that's fun to be around on set, because these photo shoots they're meant to be fun. They're let's put through a really high energy environment where we need a lot of enthusiasm. So someone that's coming in with a good attitude, that's really important.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time today. I think you've shared so many valuable insights for everybody today, so I hope you guys have learnt a lot and enjoyed it as well. Now, for those that didn't know Dan already, I'm sure they've fallen in love with you just as everybody does when they meet you. So maybe could you just share with everybody, how can they follow you? How can they see more of your work?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram. It's Dan_Molloy_photographer. That's where my Instagram's at.
Excellent. And that's the best way that they can get in touch with you if they wanted to organise a shoot. I mean, I know you obviously do portfolio shoots with makeup artists, so if they're looking to refresh their portfolio, can they reach out to you?
Absolutely, yeah. Email, well, you can contact me through my Instagram page. Or you can send me an email.
Yeah, and do you have a website that
I do, yes, danmolloy.com.au. That's my website, yeah, and you can contact me through there as well.
Excellent. I'll make sure we put all of the details of how you can follow Dan in the comment section below as well. Yes. So thank you so much again for being with us today. Good luck everybody. I would love to see your before and after Dan interview selfie photos and makeup work. So please make sure you tag us for any before and after examples of some benefits that you've got from this. We'd love to see how much it's helped you improve your selfie game. So you can tag us just at the Institute of Makeup on Instagram, or you can tag Dan, as I said before. So looking forward to seeing how this has helped you guys improve. So thank you, Dan. Looking forward to chat to everyone again soon. Bye.